Previously on Natural Dreams Revelation. Hey, it's almost over. Yeah, I could really use my best mate, but I have my husband and my family by my side. That's Ethan Graham? Impossible! He's dead thanks to what we did, only we both know it's not true. Haven't you both noticed anything around here with all the forces that nothing's impossible, and now this guy's about to meet his fate? Tell me, is he really worth you losing everything you have? Because that's exactly gonna happen should you kill him. Speaking of marriage, you and I are fine. Isn't this cute? And as Linda took out her gun, and they all saw her. I'm afraid somebody's story is about to end. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse, as people continue talking, while Taya turns and looks at Brody. You don't need to worry, everything will be fine, I promise you. Meanwhile, at the Everglade Ridge Manor in Dustin's room, Dustin's looking for his charger. So his mom came and knocked on his door, and he turned and saw her. Back so soon? Meanwhile, at the Woodward Laboratory in the hallway, Janet's waiting. So Dylan came with 2 cups of coffee and went and gave Jan one. I don't get it. Who's this important person you and I supposed to meet? It'll become clear real soon. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in the lobby, Maria, Justin, and Nate came in, with Nate closing the door. Just as Maria's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw it to text, causing Nate and Justin to worry. Maria, is everything alright? Meanwhile, at the Whitesdale Ridge Manor in the dining room, Joseph came and saw dinner and candles that's awaiting them, just as Janet came to where Joseph is. Nice, isn't it? And as Joseph saw Janet, how did you manage? There's nothing more important than show my man how much I care. And you know what they say. And what's that? The best way to a man's heart is to his stomach. Thank you. And as they went and sat down, I hope you like Southern food because that was particularly what I grew up on. It looks wonderful. Speaking of wonderful, Tamara and Leo have a solid start to their marriage. Maybe one day you and I can get there. Perhaps. Why don't we toast to this? And as Joseph and Janet get their glass of champagne, unaware that Joseph is poisoned. To a brand new start. And as Janet's iPhone rings, and she got it and saw it's Jordan. And as Joseph said something wrong with Janet. What's wrong? Let me take this. Don't drink your drink till I come back. And as Janet got up and went out of the room, while Joseph got up and went and got another glass and poured champagne in it. And as he head back and got his original one and put it underneath the table by another chair and replaced it with a new glass just as he sat back down. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the hallway, Julian still has Stefan in a headlock while Gwen and Eric there trying to talk him down. You two don't realize the horrible things he's done, starting to pretend to be the friendly person. Look, I get it. No, I don't think you do. This dude's been masquerading as Emily's husband for months and none of us knew. How did she know I'm a good charm? I tend to figure out these things quickly, just like my entire family, and I'm not for 1 second letting this punk get away. And if I'm willing to bet, he's planning to be working for Collins no less. And to add to that, my wife told me that she saw him kissing my mom, who turns out to be an impulsive twin no less, which is the exact reason why I'm sorting this right now. And as Stefan thinking, if this fool thinks he got me where he wants, then he's in for a hell of a brutal awakening. Oi, and as Eric came, but just don't come closer. I've already beaten attempted murder charges, some I didn't do in the first place, and after what's been happening, I can easily snap this guy's neck off. Think about your wife. Think what you'll be doing should you do this. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, as Taya's trial continues, it's in recess mode while people are talking along with Brody, Carly, Sharon, Tristan, and Bobby. I am so nervous for my mom. Nonsense. Our mom's gonna be fine. She's right. It really makes me wonder what the jury's deciding right now. That's the part that really makes me nervous. And as Sabela came out, all rise, and as everyone got up, just as the jury came in along with the judge. And as the judge went and sat down, you may be seated. And as everyone sat down along with the jury, Jury, have you reached a verdict? And as the man got up, yes, Your Honor, we have. Would the defendant please rise? And as Taya and Scott got up, along Darla on the other side. We have reviewed the case thoroughly against Mrs. Carter, and we, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. And as the verdict surprised everyone in the room. Let's get to Tay and Scott who are talking. Did that just really happen? Yeah, I'm afraid it did. Like I said before, everything's gonna come fine in the end for you. Thank you so much for believing in me. Of course I do. I've known you for a long time, and there's no way you will go against your oath of taking a patient's life, no matter what. Thank you for the deliverment and your duty, jury. Your paychecks will be sent to your respected mailbox. Until next time, you enjoy your day, since the defendant has been found not guilty. And as the jury turned and went and left the room. Your Honor, I would like to say something. Really, Darla? Must you? What the hell do you think she's playing at? I don't know, but it seems there must be a reason to why she let you testify. No matter. There's nothing she can do to change the outcome. Mrs. Normstorm, as you heard, the jury's already read the verdict. I'm fully aware that, Your Honor. Might I suggest the defendant get at least a 90-day probation, provided that she stay clear of my client. Meanwhile, at the Everglade Witch Manor in Dustin's room, Michelle and Dustin are talking. I believe your fond eye have made it quite clear I was looking for my charger and a chance to talk with you. Why not now? And as Michelle went and sat on Dustin's bed, facing her son. Look, I'm sorry I got upset at you and Dad for allowing Michael into your lives. You really not helping your case here. Sharon and I decided to give our brother a chance, you know, to get to know him. I think I already know the reason to why you're doing this. Really? Yeah. It's obvious you and your sister found out that we cut your funds, and now it seems you're calling back to us, which we predicted, by the way. Yeah, seems I am, even though this is clearly the last thing I ever want to do. And there it is. At last, I was beginning to wonder the true nature of my son was gonna come back. Look, you and your sister really meant what you said. You could stay here, but bear in mind, the rules here still apply. Fine. What about that? You leave him to me, and tell your sister I'm gonna expect her apology as soon as she arrives, since I've obviously got yours. Mom, I need to ask you something. What is it? Do you still remember my older brother? Of course I do. Damon will always be a part of my life, all of our lives. He will never be forgotten. And as David came into where they are, and Michelle and Dustin saw me. Dad, good, you're here. Honey, what's going on? You two better come downstairs because there's something that's gonna shock you both to your core. Meanwhile, at the Woolworth Laboratory in the main room, Jan and Dylan are talking. Tell me, after all these years, really, Jan? It was barely 2 years since the last time you saw me. Yeah, but a lot's clearly happened. For instance, I have a kid to take care of. You mean the kid that you used to break up Mary and Jacob? Rich Phil, by the way. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm just saying. What happened to the fiery version of Jan instead of this real housewife version of her? Shouldn't I have really come a long way? Then where is he then? He doesn't know I'm with you because he has something to take care of. Anyways, I know what you're trying to play at. And what's that? You told me it become clear when I meet this person. Where are they? My. And as Nicole came to the ark, and Jan and Dylan saw her, it seems somebody doesn't have that much patience. And as Jan looked at Dylan and back at Nicole, are you for real? You're the person we're supposed to meet? Yes, and since we all know each other, I get right to it. Does this have to do with Ethan Graham? And by the way, that is wow. You sure as hell ask a lot of questions, which I didn't call you here for. Look, I'm the one who's gonna make demands, not you. Because not only I'm holding the cards to your fate, but your marriage as you know it. Meanwhile, at the Person Witch Manor in the living room, Ashley, Isabella, Hannah, Ryan, and Chris are facing Linda, who has a gun. I guess the question of the matter is, who would like to bite the dust first, Linda? I'm really not in the mood for your head game, so here's what's gonna happen. And as Harold came in, you don't just come up here and start making demands. Harold, it's fine. Well, whose story are you gonna end? Isabella, let's not encourage her. and as Linda's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw who it is. And as Harold looked at Linda. What is it? Interesting. Why? You got another text? This text might have saved your asses. Now, you lot got exactly 5 seconds to get out of here. And by the way, consider this your last warning. Cause if you fools come back here and try this again, you better kill me or anybody in this house. And can you just shut up with the dramatic monologue? Let's get out of here. And as Ashley, Isabella, Hannah, Ryan, and Chris went and left the room. And as Harold came to Linda S. How'd it go at the court, by the way? Really well. I managed to convince one of the jury to change the outcome in Taya's trial. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Justin's apartment, Maria, Justin, and Nate came in. With Justin closing the door. Oi, I thought you were supposed to be staying with me. Well, dude, she isn't. Oh, really? You wanna do this right now? Pack it in, you two, right now. We just got out of Jeff barely alive, and the first thing you two wanna do is go to Chelly's throat over me? Now, if you really wanna know the text I got, it's about Stefan. Kyle's twin? What about him? I just see word, not only did he survive that cruise on that fateful night, he's been posing as Emily's husband for months. Damn. How come no one didn't see that? Cause nobody knew. More importantly, there's no word where Kyle might be, and I'm getting a bad feeling. Well, you did think both of them. If you just come to throw around your jealousy, then you could just do it and get out. Fine. What's the plan? I gotta find Kyle wherever he might be and save him from his twisted twin. I'm sorry, Maria. There's no way I'm letting you do that. But once I agree with my brother. Meanwhile, at the Whitestone Ridge Manor in the living room, Janet's on her iPhone talking. Well, everything was going to plan till you call. Yeah, I already told you I got this. I don't need you breathing down my neck. It'll be sorted, okay? In fact, it's all set in motion. Now, excuse me, I gotta make certain the job's done. I'll call you back when it's done. And as Janet hung up, and head back to the dining room, to where Joseph is. Who's sorry? Got a little bit worried about you. That's sweet. And as Janet went and sat back down, if I didn't know any better, I see that you care about me. Of course I do. You and I just got back together. Now, I believe you and I were in the middle of a toast. Yes, we are. And as they got their respective glass. I am so happy that you decided to give us another chance. And I promise you, I won't let you down or keep any secrets. And I'm kind of hoping you do the same. You don't have to worry about that. I'm always loyal to people I care about, and that's never gonna change. Going forth, to making new memories and dreams. To making new memories and dreams. And as they raise their respective glass and begin drinking the respective champagne, while Janet's looking at Joseph drinking his, and as she thinking, drink to your last deadly drop. You have no idea what's set in motion for you. Soon, they put their cups down. Well, why don't we dig in? Let's. And as Janet got the fried chicken platter, while Joseph got the mashed potatoes platter, and began putting some on his plate, while Janet did the same thing. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the hallway, Julian still has Stefan in a headlock with Gwen and Eric there. This bastard has been blackmailing my wife. What? I'll fill you two in later. Julian, I am begging you, please. You don't want to do this. He's the reason to why everything that's been going on. You don't know that. Of course I do. What's going on here? And it's Richard, Aaron, and Wyatt. And Gwen and Eric saw just in time for Stefan to elbow Julian to the ground. And as he let go, and Stefan took out a gun and turned and shoot Julian in the back head. No! And as the security guards heard and came through the arms, and Stefan saw, stay back, all of you. By the way, and as Stefan turned and faced Rachel and Aaron, thanks. Your time couldn't be better. We didn't keep saving. The point is, your wife was all I need to get this fool off me. Stefan, turn around. You should have killed me when you had the chance. And now that you didn't, you're gonna pay. I don't know whether or not you have a death wish or something, but I'm afraid you just sealed your fate in where you just is wrong. Cause I'm about to start shooting people left and right if you don't let me go, starting with you. And as Stefan aim is gonna Gwen, guess again, and as Eric came and stepped in front of his wife. You wanna take somebody out? Then take me. Eric, no! Fine by me. Wait! Kyle, What the hell is going on with you, and why are you acting like this? That's because that's his twin. That's enough of the introduction inquiry. This fools know exactly who I am and what I can do. And by the way, if I were you, Aaron, I would think twice about playing the hero card unless you want the outcome not to end in your favor. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, as Taya's trial continues. Your Honor, is this really necessary? My client's been proven not guilty, therefore, this trial shouldn't continue as we speak. I'd like to beg to differ. She had the means and opportunity to kill my client and to put her out in the streets. What makes you think she's gonna try again? I'm just saying, right now, this probation will give my client some satisfaction of security. Are you really gonna consider this? Mrs. Normstone do make a point, so I'm gonna make my ruling. Mrs. Carter, even though you've been announced unguilty, I am ordering you to stay clear of Vanessa Collins for the period of 90 days. Also, on that note, since I happen to be on the board of hospital administration, where you work and all, I think they all agree with me. I hereby demote you back to being a nurse with a strict 90-day probation. You can't do this. I'm afraid I can't, and I just did, Miss Carter. Or do you want to be fired altogether? Yeah, that's what I thought. You will go to the hospital and report to whoever's in charge, and they will keep an eye on you and give me a progress report. If you violate this by going anywhere near Vanessa Dawson, I will hereby file a restraining order against you. Court is adjourned, and as the judge bammed the gravel. All rise, and as everyone got up, just the judge got up and went and left the room. And as Scott turned and faced Taya, and she turned and faced him. Hey, all that matters is you're free. Yeah, I am. Thank you, Scott. Don't thank me yet. We're gonna try to figure out a way to get Karen out of the mental institution before it's too late, and we cannot afford to wait any time. Let's just take a step back and strategize. And as Taya and Scott turned and came to where Brody is, just as Carly, Sharon, Bobby, and Tyler also came to where they are. I am so glad that is over. Me too. Guys, I am not gonna rest before I get my best mate out of there. Perhaps there might be a way. Meanwhile, Scott came to where Dollar is, who saw him. What? You won your case? Shouldn't be out celebrating? Yeah. I just can't help but wonder at the timing of this. What do you mean? Well, it couldn't be a coincidence. Take it as a second chance, because I'm pretty certain it won't happen again. Please excuse me. And his Dollar turned and went and left the room. Meanwhile, at the Everglade Ridge Manor in the living room, Michelle, David, and Dustin came in and saw Angela, Holly, and Damon, who all saw them. Hi, Mom. Oh my God. Dude, I thought about the same thing. And as Damon sits on Mom's mom. Mom, you okay? You have to give her a second. She's been through a lot. Oh my God, and as Michelle came and hugged Damon. How is it? And as Michelle and Damon pull away, and Damon turned and faced his family. I will explain. It seems Linda and Wayne has put me under a shadow spell, making me believe I was Vince Goodcharm, and must have cast the same spell on the real person, making him forget his memories, but thanks to him, I am back to be who I am. And I want to thank my wife for always being there for me as well. And as Michelle saw Angela and went to where she is, well, it seems like a small world and a wild coincidence that you happen to be here, Michelle. No! I want to know how long. Are you serious right now, Mom? Mind you, my daughter's here, and also, she had no idea who I am. Really? Kinda convenient to ask me, Michelle. So, Holly, and as Dustin came to where Holly is and got down. I guess that makes me your uncle. Yeah. Hi, Uncle. And as Damien came to where Angela and Michelle is, and Michelle saw him. Look, Damon, I'm happy that you're back and all. Really, I am. But clearly, you have no idea to who your wife really is. Can we just have a happy reunion for once without resorting to fighting? I'm not gonna stand here and let you bash my wife when she had nothing to do with this. What you say is true. The only person who knew my husband's identity is my sister Isabella, which I'm quite certain you know who she is. Meanwhile, at the Graham Ridge Manor, Ashley, Isabella, Hannah, Ryan, and Chris came in, with Chris closing the door. And as they all turned and faced each other, look, you guys, Thanks for talking us down for making a huge mistake, Mom. You're not saying this just... Of course not. If it wasn't for you and your brother, let's not think about that. If you feel the need to talk to me, then I'm here. Excuse me. Who are you and what happened to my brother? Because I would really like him back. Ryan, I want you to see reason. Look, we get it. We want them out of the way as much as you do. Well, thank you both. And as Hannah came to her husbandess, you know what? Why don't we go upstairs and talk more? Okay. And as Hannah and Ryan turned and went upstairs. You know what? On that note, I'm also gonna go home. I'm pretty certain my husband's wondering who I be. I'll give you a ride. Nice. Mom. And as Chris came to her Ashley, I'll be fine. Not to worry. I'ma hold you to that. And as Isabel and Chris went, I left the house. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Justin's apartment in the living room, Maria, Justin, and Nate are talking. Guys, I appreciate how much you two care about me. It's not about that. Then what is it? You are clearly putting yourself at risk. Stefan's more unpredictable than Kyle. Look, I'm aware of the history between the two of them. Maybe I can convince Stefan to see reason. Look, in the end, I'm going with or without your consent. Do you know where to go? For starters, I'm thinking the hospital. I'll go with you while you stay. No, I'll keep refuge in my flat. Text me if anything happens. And it's Nate's turn. And went and left Justin's flat. And as Maria turned and faced Justin, and as he turned and faced her. Okay, let's go. Wait. I love you, Maria. And after everything's settled down, I think we should enjoy our marriage. Meanwhile, at the Preston Ridge Manor in the living room, Linda and Harold are talking. Everything seems to be lining up in our favor. Now, how's Claire? She's doing really good. Now, if I know Taya like I think I do, she's probably beginning after Karen to get her free, which is where the Cullen version takes place. Who knew that everything is going exactly to plan? It must certainly is. And as Madeline, Luke, and Lucas came in, and Harold and Linda saw them. Madeline and Luke, I didn't expect to see you both here, but to be honest, you couldn't come at a better time. Same here. Well done, Lucas. You know, I gotta say, it is good to be back home again. I take that you're not alone. No, Maria, Gloria, and the other fools along the fences here. I think it's high time that Madeline and I shake things a bit more around here. When my other son and Paul come back, it'll be time for the final phase of wiping out the competition once and for all.